Wow, this is absolutely madness today. I mean, are you looking at the charts? Are you looking at the price of Bitcoin today and all the other cryptocurrencies? You'll notice that everything is in red and it's staying in red, which is just crazy. You have cryptocurrencies dropping more than 10, 15, 20, and 30% today. You have Bitcoin that's down more than 17%, Ethereum down 25%. You have other cryptocurrencies like Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash, which is down 30% today. So what's going on? I'll tell you coming right up and probably what you should do. Stick around. Hey, what's up, Crypto Land? Black Crypto here, bringing another cryptocurrency video. And I wanted to make a video for today, which is January 11th, because today is a big day. We're seeing a bloodbath. We're seeing all of the cryptocurrencies basically in a red. And we're not talking about seeing, just a 1% drop or a 2 to 3 to 5% drop. We're seeing a significant drop today from 10% to 15%, all the way to 30%. In a single day or two. So that's a big deal, and a lot of people are probably scared of what's going on right now. You might be a person out there that's wondering, hey, is this the right time to still invest in Bitcoin or invest in other cryptocurrencies with this happening? I mean, is this just a repeat cycle that's just going to keep on happening over and over, where it goes up and then it just goes back down? Is that normal? Or is this still a scam or something that you need to stay away from when it comes to cryptocurrency? When we see these kind of double-digit drops, that's definitely something that you want to be aware of. But at the same time, don't be scared. And I'm going to be explaining exactly why. Okay, so if we take a look at the charts right now, we can see that Bitcoin is trading right about $31,000 and it's hovering right there right now. And this is a big drop. I mean, we were hoping that Bitcoin was going to go all the way up to $40,000, maybe go up to $50,000 right now, as we saw this big momentum over the last part of the year in terms of 2020. But in terms of right now, what's going to be happening is you're going to see this price drop because of a correction. This is something that is normal. I mean, this is something that you should not be afraid of. This is something that you should not concern yourself with whatsoever, because what goes up must come down. I mean, did you think it was going to go all the way from $10,000 to start shooting up to that $17,000 to $20,000 when it broke that milestone, and then it just kept on going up to $30,000 and past $30,000 to $35,000? I mean, that's just too much. I mean, you remember what happened in 2017 when we had that big run up, and we didn't see that big run up before, and it ran all the way up to $17,000 to $20,000. And then what ultimately happened is we saw that big crash. We're pretty much kind of seeing the same thing again right now. Now, the thing is this crash going to stay here? Is Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies going to start skyrocketing in price all over again? That really is the question, and I really think so. I mean, if you saw what happened in 2017 when it went all the way to $17,000 to $20,000, and you saw that it started to hover down low in terms of $3,000 to $5,000, and it started to creep up a little bit more. What ultimately happened is it started to rise back up in price, and then that's where we see currently today, where we see is about $30,000. So when it's at $30,000, I mean, what is there for you to do? I mean, think about what happened in the past, and probably it's going to happen again. So it took about 3 years or so, right, in terms of having that price drop all the way down and it coming back up to where it is today. So if you look in the future, possibly if it's $30,000 today, maybe it might be $50,000 in 3 years. That's still a great investment if you're somebody that's looking for the long term rather than a short play in terms of day trading, for instance, and just looking for quick profits to take out. But if you're one person that's really looking at the long term and you're considering this as an investment, always remember that you're going to have these corrections that happen with Bitcoin or with any other type of investment instrument, like for instance stocks also, which goes up and they go down. Right now we're trying to see who's going to have that strong hand to hold on to their Bitcoin, hold on to their cryptocurrencies. This might just be big institutional investors or big people in terms of trying to just bleed out smaller investors right now. And you might be a person that says, you know what, I see this all going red, I'm going to get out right now. And you're going to be the person with the weak hands. Don't let that happen to you. Hold on to your coins. HODL. Hold on to your coins and keep them during these times, because this time is going to pass. We're going to see green days again. Right now it's right down, and it might be okay. I mean, tomorrow it might go right back up 30%, and it would have been no reason to make this video, right? But at the same time, I'm still showing you that this is what happens. Expect it. You can take advantage of these dips if you really want to, because you're seeing this happen, and you can short a lot of different cryptocurrencies if you expected something like this to happen. Or you can take advantage of it because it's down and you don't think it's going to go down any further, and then you can capitalize when it starts to go back up. So start thinking about that. So right now we're looking across the board, and pretty much every single coin, I mean all of the top coins are pretty much red today all across the board. And you know what? This is actually a very good thing. Now you're probably wondering, why am I saying that this is a very good thing to see all of these coins in red? Well, the reason why I'm saying that this is a very good reason is because we know now that this is definitely a correction. It must be a correction when you're seeing pretty much the whole board is doing the same thing. I mean, generally speaking, you'll see one coin going up and one going down. For instance, when you see Bitcoin going up, you usually see the altcoins going down in some kind of correlation, and vice versa. So when you're not seeing that and you're seeing something happen across the board, you know that this is definitely a correction. We're seeing the price of Bitcoin, the price of cryptocurrencies just skyrocket over these past few months. So when it comes to these past few months, and when the price of Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies have been just skyrocketing, and we're hoping it was going to go to $50,000 or $100,000, this is a healthy correction right now, and it's something that needed to happen. And we are going to be shaking off a lot of people that were just impulsive buyers when it comes to getting into cryptocurrency. Of course, they're going to see what's happening with this, and they're going to panic, and they're going to want to just dump and sell all of their cryptocurrency. And you want to be the person to take advantage of that, because you know exactly what's going on. Not only do you know what's going on, you want to take advantage of this opportunity as the price goes down, because when it comes to cryptocurrencies, a price of Bitcoin going down 17%, 20%, or other cryptocurrencies 30%, that's an opportunity if you believe in the principles behind cryptocurrencies and think that it's going to shoot back up. So possibly you can make 10 to 30% on your investment if you jump in it as it's going down. Now there is a possibility that it will continue going down even further. So that's why you have to invest at your own risk. Please. So when it comes to you in cryptocurrencies and what you need to do when it comes to seeing something like this, you're just going to have to keep on remembering that this is something that's normal when you see this kind of correction. How long will it last? Then that's something that we're going to have to wait and see. Now, when you compare that to something, for instance, like a stock in terms of companies, that's a little bit different, because when a stock falls, that's generally tied to the performance of a company, and a company generally can't bounce back so quickly. I mean, if a company gets some kind of bad news or press, it's very hard for them to turn things right around within 12 hours or within 24 hours to bounce that stock back up. Generally speaking, the company will feel the effects of that for several months or even years to come. But when it comes to cryptocurrency isn't tied to any company. Most of them are not tied to any kind of company. It's just based off of supply and demand. So when you see a healthy correction like this, I think you can be rest assured that the bounce back will be a little bit quicker, whether it's in the next day, in the next few hours, or possibly in the next month, or even in the next year. But if you have a good strategy in terms of your portfolio, in terms of your growth, in terms of your financial future, I want you to keep this in mind in terms of when something like this happens. Do not get alarmed and just watch what happens. Even if you want to be cautious and you don't want to jump in right now, that's okay. But this is why you probably do something called dollar cost averaging, when you kind of buy a little bit in as the price goes up or the price goes down, so you can kind of average out your investment. So when the price goes down like this, maybe not put all your eggs in one basket, and maybe put a little bit in to see what happens, and that might be more of a safe bet for you. Alright guys, there you have it. Today is, yes, an absolute bloodbath, but it's some good news at the same exact time. This is nothing more than a healthy correction. What goes up must come down, and this is to be expected. Of course, you would not have expected Bitcoin to just shoot straight to $100,000 and not have any kind of price drop whatsoever. I mean, then we can definitely say there's something going on and it might be a scam or something of that nature. But this is nothing more than a healthy correlation in terms of the price and trying to figure out what needs to happen with this price in the terms of the price with Bitcoin, the price with different altcoins, in terms of what's the real value of it, or what's the real value of it right now. And that's what we're fighting over. I mean, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are based off of supply and demand. So when you have the supply and demand, and you see this price going all the way up, you have a lot of people that are ready to dump their cryptocurrency and cash out. And that's one of the reasons why you would see a big dump. And possibly a lot of people that were holding their cryptocurrencies for several years are thinking that this is a great opportunity to get out because they possibly got in when it was maybe $17,000 or when it was back at $10,000 years ago. And they see this as a great opportunity to get out because they feel as if it would not ever get any more in terms of the price. Possibly that might be you. You might be scared to get involved with it. But whatever it is, now you know exactly how cryptocurrency works. When it goes up, it must come down in some kind of correction as the price normalizes, and that's what's happening right now. We're going to watch this over the next few days to see exactly what happens. I definitely believe the price of Bitcoin is going to go back up. How quickly it goes back up is still to be determined right now, whether it goes back up in another week, another month, or another 6 months. The price should definitely go back up. So guys, if you're thinking about investing, invest at your own risk. Definitely go out there and seek your own professional advisor when it comes to you making any kind of investments in cryptocurrencies. Well, I'm Black Crypto. Thank you for checking out another cryptocurrency video. Hey, if you like this video, if you want more videos like this, leave a comment below and let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about this big price drop right now that's happening right now. Is it scaring you and you do not want to get involved with Bitcoin, or do you see this as a perfect opportunity to get involved with cryptocurrency right now? Also guys, make sure you give this video a like for me. Make sure you also go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you'll be notified every time I release any new videos right here on my channel. Also go ahead and check out my social media, which is BLK Crypto over there at Instagram and Twitter, where I post a lot of news every single week. Guys, thank you for checking out this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.